Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my channel, and today we're talking about how to make hard-boiled eggs. So a lot of people ask all the time, how do you make the perfect hard-boiled egg? I'm going to show you how I found to make a hard-boiled egg. The best way to make a hard-boiled egg is I hate when you make an egg, especially if you want to slice it in half and you want to make a presentation. It's got that big dibble, that big, how it just sucks in the back of the egg. That's because when you put it into boiling hot water, it basically causes the egg it shocks the egg and kind of shrinks it. It goes into protection mode kind of. So what happens is that the whole egg kind of shrivels inside. I think that's what happens. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the reason what I've seen in the past. So the way to make perfect hard-boiled eggs is to make egg salad or to make a presentation. But this is the perfect egg salad recipe for me, as far as I'm concerned. Really, really easy. You take a couple eggs, put as many as you want, and you put it in a pan of water, okay? But I don't boil the water first. What I do is put it in like this, and then I fill it with water, just like this. So I'll fill this with water, just cold tap water, just like you see here. And let's just fill this up. And the idea behind this is to bring the egg and the water up to a slow boil at the same time. So fill it up and just cover the eggs just like that. You don't have to go crazy, and you can put as many eggs as you want, as you know. The idea is to boil the water slowly with the eggs in the water, and that's the first thing you do. Second thing to do is add a little salt. And add a little salt actually just helps, so if there's any cracking, it helps seal it. And usually they don't crack like this, but I just add a little extra salt, just a little salt in there. And it doesn't salt the egg inside whatsoever, so you don't have to worry about that if you have issues with sodium, so don't worry about that. And that's it. And now we'll put this on the stove, and we'll get this to a rolling boil. So once it hits a rolling boil, then we start a 20-minute timer. So basically, it's a 20-minute egg. We want a hard-boiled egg. That's the first thing you have to know, hard-boiled egg. And then from there, I'm going to make the best egg salad you've ever seen. So okay, let's get into it. So let's put this on the stove, and let's get this cooking. So what you want to do is once you you get the burner on, like you see here, you put it on high. And you basically just let this sit here, and what you do is just cover the eggs. Now the reason why I cover the eggs for the water is that when you cover the water, it does keep the heat inside, and it'll get the egg to boil a lot faster. So once it gets the rolling boil, I just keep it like, I just basically turn it like this here to keep most of the steam in. So I'll keep most of the moisture in, and it gets it hot and keeps the temperature rolling. Then I eventually turn the temperature down to about, so right now it's on high, as you can see here, and I'll lower this down to either 7 or 8 or 9, right around there, 7 or 8. It keeps that rolling boil without going crazy. I'll run a 20-minute timer, and then basically the eggs are done. And then we're going to break them, we're going to peel them, we're going to show you how they're perfectly round, so you can make any kind of special presentation you want for an appetizer, or if you want to make the best egg salad. This is how I found it. It's really kind of cool, and it makes a perfect egg. All right, stay tuned. We're going to let this get to a boil, and then we're going to run a 20-minute timer. Okay, as you can see, the eggs did come to a boil, as you can see here. So it's a pretty rough boil, so you don't want that, and you want to tilt the cap off a little bit, and then we want to just put this down to around 7. That's down around 7, and then you just keep it half covered like this here, and then we set our 20-minute timer. 20 minutes and hit start, and that does our countdown for a 20-minute timer for our eggs. And you can see here the boil is starting to slow down. So it's a little bit of a softer roll, and you want this to boil for 20 minutes. And when that's done boiling, we're going to take it to the sink, and we're going to cool it down immediately, and I'm going to show you the next step. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying my videos. And also, happy Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day. So I do appreciate all the mothers watching, as well as everyone else learning how to make the best hard-boiled eggs you can possibly make, and also the best egg salad. Stay tuned. Down to about 5 seconds, and then as soon as that's done, we're going to shut off the heat. We're going to take it over to the sink, and we're going to show you what to do next. And that is done. So that is done. So we go over to the eggs, and we shut off the heat, cover this up, and bring it over to our sink. First thing you want to do is just open this up, and the idea is to really cool down the eggs. So let's drain out the water. That's the first thing you want to do, is just drain out the water. So let's drain out the hot water, drain that hot water out. Now we want to put cold water in. So we want to stop the cooking process of the eggs. You can see the eggs did not crack. Nothing spilled out, real simple, and just keep running some cold water. The idea is to cool down those eggs quickly, so they'll stop cooking. So they're already cooked for 20 minutes, they're done. So the idea is, so you want to cool them down so you can get in there, so you can crack them and break them. So it's really easy to do. And I just do, and then I do one more cold run. And you can see these eggs are absolutely perfect. They're not cracked, they're not broken at all. Run the cold water. And let it sit for like 2 2 minutes. Really, it's really not a long time. You need the eggs cool down pretty quick inside. So we have the egg can. It's pretty cool enough to do. So what the secret is to run some water, a little bit of water running like this here, okay? And the idea is that so you can, when you crack the egg, actually get into it and break it easy. So break it to the side, and you just shell. And the water really helps just separate the shell from the egg, like this here. So you can really get a perfect egg. Look at this egg. This is absolutely perfect. Look at, there's no dimples. It's perfectly round, just like you see here. That's one. Put that in the water. And let's do number 2. So the idea behind this here is that you don't get that big dimple. I hate that dimple in the back of that egg. It's terrible looking. It's aesthetically doesn't look good. And I think this jelly makes the perfect egg. It just, the slow boil brings it right up. Everybody has their own way of doing it. So, whatever works for you, please let me know down in the comment box down and below what you think what works for you the best. But this here is, as far as I was concerned, it's probably the best way to make an egg. You can just see here. Absolutely a beautiful hard-boiled egg. So that is all set. So, okay. Here's a beautiful egg. I'm going to cut it right in the middle. Check this out. That is a nice egg. That is cool. That is a perfectly cooked, nice presentation egg. It doesn't look terrible. Put a little salt, a little bit of pepper, and boom, this is perfect to go. Put those in there. I'm gonna cut this one open so you can see again. Perfectly cooked eggs. Look at that. Perfect hard-boiled eggs, just like that. They are beautiful. Okay, let's make a quick egg salad. I'm gonna give you my recipe, how I make egg salad. It's super simple and super quick. So when I make egg salad, I really do just a couple of things, okay? So I get the eggs, and what I do first is just start to mash them a little bit. And I use a small fork, and it's just easier to break them up inside here. So that's really important. And the eggs are really super soft because they were just cooked. And you can put them in the fridge and let them get really cold, whatever you want to do. The idea was just to mash the egg. And you can do this with 6, 7 eggs. I just want to make a demonstration just to show you. And I don't like eggs that are in blenders. I don't like eggs that are in food processors because they look like mush. I hate that. So you just basically mash the egg. And I like the chunky pieces, just like this here. And if you're an egg salad hater, I apologize. But you know what? When I was younger, I used to hate egg salad too. And as I got older, I really got to enjoy and really appreciate egg salad quite a bit. Okay, so that's pretty much the consistency that I want, just like that there. So before I do that, I'll add some pepper, a little bit of pepper, and if you like, a salt to taste, just a little, not a lot. Okay, and I'll just give that a quick turn before I add. Oops, sorry about that. Before I add the mayonnaise, so get that blended with the dry ingredients, just like that there. So that is all set to go. And now just add a little mayo, not a lot. And this is scrumptious and super easy to do. And you can control your ingredients. You don't have to buy those crazy egg salads they sell in the stores. And you can see here, look, it almost turns into like a blended mush because you didn't over process it when you were blending it. And look at that. That is an awesome egg salad. Look at that. That is super perfect. You can add more pepper if you want to. You can add more salt to taste. It's totally up to you. It's your choice. And that's it. This is my recipe for the perfect hard-boiled eggs or perfect egg salad. Any questions or any comments, leave down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. All types of reviews. We do all types of different things. It doesn't matter what it is. I like to try it, and I like to do it, and I like to share it with you, my audience, as always. Okay, guys, I appreciate it as always, and I'll see you at the next review.